What is up, guys? It is Sam the Raid Man, back with yet another Raid Shadow Legends video. We're in the midst of Clan v Clan, but that is not going to stop us from continuing everyone's favorite Raid game show, the Wheel of Factions. Today we're spinning the wheel. We only have 4 factions left. The wheel will land on one of these factions, let's say Sacred Order. We have to build an Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team based entirely out of champions from the Sacred Order faction. So, I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel. There's only 4 options, so this gets debatably less exciting or more exciting, depending on how you look at it. Who will be the last faction and where will they all place? We will be testing every single faction. The last time we'll spin the wheel will just be one group. Today it looks like we're going to be testing the Skinwalkers faction. So we'll go ahead and remove them. Next episode we'll only have 3 factions remaining. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Demon Lord. We're facing Spirit Affinity today. So if we're thinking about champions from the Skinwalkers, Razelvarg can help us go fast. We have, let's see, Nishak, ragash, fayne. Let's go ahead and go to filters. Let's take a look at some buffs and debuffs. Factions, Skinwalkers. Nope, Skinwalkers. Let's do buffs first. Do we have any unkillable champions? We have gelleus, but I believe he places it on himself. He doesn't do revive on death on everybody, but I believe the unkillable is on himself. Yeah, on himself, and counterattack on himself. And everyone else is also on themselves. Real quick, guys, get your free legendary LNRO by clicking the link in the description of this video right now. You also get 3 amazing epics in Fayne, Ugo, and Tagore as you level up throughout the game. I have 4 simple steps for you today. Step 1, log out of Play and Play on your PC and uninstall it. Step 2, click on the link in the description of this video and register with a brand new email address. Step 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your free legendary LNRO. Do not miss out on this chance to get a free legendary LNRO as well as 3 epics, so make sure to click on this link before it expires. So unkillable is not an option. Do we have any block damage champions? Uko's is based off of his revive. So really we have no block damage or unkillable options. So the next best category would be ally protection. So let's take a look at ally protection champions. We've got Bloodhorn on 2 random allies. So that's not really an option. Counterattack, again, only on ourselves. Revive on death is definitely an option with gelleus, but it's very tricky because he gives himself an extra turn. So I don't know how we would build that. So 3-turn cooldown books to 2 turns. So we can keep revive on death up on everybody. I'll look into that to see if that's an option, because if we could do like a Phoenix team that survives 50 turns, that would be pretty cool. And he does do a lot of damage himself. So that's an option. Other champions that I think are probably for sure in, Razelvarg, he just makes your team go so fast, he does a lot of damage. Longbeard's good ally attacker. Decreased defense and weaken is obviously something we want. So we have ragash, hakkorhn, fayne. Obviously herself does a ton of damage. If you can fit fayne in a team, you should. Increased defense, again, ragash, Marius, and then I think gelleus, does he just do it on himself? No, he does it on everybody. So gelleus, if we can get him to work, will be a good option. Increased speed, obviously we talked about Razelvarg. Okay, so we're gonna see if a Phoenix team or a Revive on Death type team is feasible. And if not, then we're just probably gonna go very, very fast and high damage. So we'll be right back once we've got the team built out. We are back, and guys, this is crazy. You'll notice I'm wearing a different shirt. That's because it's a different day now. It's also 12:17 in the morning. And just to show you how committed I am, watch this. We're using gelleus, and I need to book him. We're gonna use mythical books on gelleus. We need 1 right here. That's really all we need. The other stuff is not bad, but it's 1 on the A3. If we use all 5, we use all 5. I don't pull many mythicals anyways. There we go. So what did we save? We saved 1 book. So he's 4 instead of 5. But this is now on a 3-turn cooldown. We are doing a revive on death team, and I think it's gonna work, but it's very, very difficult. So the biggest wrinkle, Spirit Affinity. We need to cleanse, block, or the decreased speed. Second issue, Razelvarg. Gelleus is bad affinity. It means he takes a stun. He is a revive on death champion. We can't have him getting stunned. So you're like, okay, well, we bring in Hakkorhn Smashlord, right? Hakkorhn places block debuffs and cleanses on a 2-turn duration. That's great. The issue with that is gelleus goes last and places block debuffs, or sorry, and takes an extra turn. So he runs out of it basically. So we're gonna be doing some manual stuff. The start of this run is manual, and then we're gonna try and basically, let me get it set up and then I'll kind of walk you through it. So gonna start out with a few particular skills. We have Fayne, ragash, Razelvarg. We're going 2 for 1 with Razelvarg, Hakkorhn, and then obviously gelleus himself. The team is built for Doom Priest and would work perfect with Doom Priest, even with Affinity, but we can't use Doom Priest, we have to use Hakkorhn. So Razelvarg is gonna go A3 here, ragash is gonna A1, gelleus is going to A1, Fayne can do whatever she wants. Razelvarg A1. Razelvarg is also very difficult to speed tune because he gets turn meter on his A1. Now this time right here, we're going to place our block debuffs. A1 with ragash. This is where we would typically A3 with gelleus, but this is what I'm talking about. He gets an extra turn, he will run out of his block debuffs. So I know we're not going to die from this first AoE, so we're just going to tank it. No increased defense, no block debuffs, or no revive on death, but we survive and nobody gets decreased speed. Gash, gelleus A2, razelvarg A3, fayne A3. Razelvarg takes a stun. Again, we're prepared for this. We know what's going to happen. Razelvarg A1, gelleus loses his turn. Hakkorhn A1, Razelvarg A2. This is super complicated, guys. This has probably been about 3.5 hours of work. Gelleus, we will A3 here. Again, gets an extra turn. That's fine. He has increased defense. He has revive on death. Everyone has increased defense. Everyone has revive on death. Doing priest with A1. So I think we're full auto at this point. We're going to manual for like another little bit, but I'm also going to try and talk. The part where we will have to step in is specifically right here. Gelleus should not have that, or can have this ability actually. Before the stun goes off, we're going to need to not, hang on a second, I'm just thinking about something. Yeah, we can't do it here. We're going to basically hold one of Gelleus' abilities so that he's got it. He's going to lose his turn after the clan boss stun, and then he'll have it for the second AoE. So we would use this ability before the stun, or correct, before the stun, because that place is unkillable. Hit 1. Decrease speed on everybody, that's fine. Block debuffs. Gelleus does not go yet. Some of the speed tune's off a little bit there. All right, so we're gonna do his unkillable now. He's about to take the stun. That's fine. We can't cleanse it, right? That's the point where we're at. So I'm gonna verify that we're good, but I think we are good to go at this point. He should, yeah, he loses his turn there. I hope that's right with the block debuffs as well. There's his extra turn. Everyone's good to go. Okay, so that part's good, which means I think we're good through the second AoE. It should end the same way. So basically, with his new skill cooldowns, his increased defense revive on death is on a 3-turn cooldown, but it gives himself an extra turn, so it's really on a 2-turn cooldown. This team goes 2-to-1. Look at that, and then boom, that's beautiful. Okay, so then we just care about what this one right before the stun. We're just gonna have to manual this over and over again. So I'm going to hold this one for now because he only places unkillable once. And then we're going to A2 instead of A3. He gets stunned, we're good to go. And now we're good for the A1 and the A2 of the clan boss. The damage is spectacular. I think this will go 50 turns if it's built correctly. The real test for sure is when somebody dies. Because according to all the videos I found in terms of how the Phoenix speed tunes run, is they just get back in sync basically. I don't believe that, especially if someone dies with like increased speed. So I think it's gonna fall apart when people start dying, but we'll see. The good news is at the very least, Gelleus is putting increased defense on everybody at a good time. We're good still, I'm just double checking. Okay, so we've already beat some of the teams. So the good news is that, I guess let me know in the comments how you guys feel about, me doing some of this manual intervention. That's not what I want to be doing, but I want to make this teamwork. I put a lot of time and effort into this, and it really is just a spirit affinity. If it wasn't spirit affinity, we can make this work. Like I can record a video tomorrow and test this out, but I go in the office tomorrow, so that's not really an option. But yeah, the damage is there. I wanted to include Ragash for increased attack, but it just wouldn't work because he's bad affinity. I mean, it would work, but he's just bad affinity, so I thought that wouldn't be worth it. So let's hang out a little bit longer. I think, like I said, it's going to get interesting when somebody dies. Probably Fayne's going to die first if I had to guess, just because she's got very low base defense. And we have, a defense-based champion in Ragash and an HP-based champion in Hakkorhn, so it won't be one of them. We'll just A1 there. And then we're good to go for a little bit longer. We're doing well over 2 million damage per turn, which is awesome. Fayne's going to do a ton. Raz is going to do a ton. And then Ragash should do solid damage. I don't think we'll get much out of Hakkorhn. I don't think we'll get much out of Gelleus. I definitely don't think we'll get much out of Hakkorhn, but we will see. I guess what I will do is go ahead and speed this up and then come back once somebody dies. Okay, it happened. Fayne died and is back. So again, we're pretending like this is normal. We're going to full auto and just see what happens. We're not going to full auto, sorry. I'm going to do all of their abilities like it's full auto, but I want to go like turn by turn and see what would be the issue here. So I would want to hold on this one for one more, assuming gelleus gets to go again. He should go one more time before the clan boss goes. Here's Fayne's turn. I'm not sure if this is correct or not. Hakkorhn should have shielded there. So we are out of sync. We're already out of sync. So at this point, the team has gone well. I'm not going to give it, the benefit of doubt. Everything we've done to this point, I stand by because I just basically canceled out the Spirit Affinity. That was the concern. This falling apart right now, stuff like that, that's an issue in and of itself. I'm going to let it resolve itself. We already got to a 1 key, which is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the wheel of, or the faction sheet, and so we can see where the Skinwalkers stack up. Obviously, it's going to be on the higher side. Sadly, we didn't live the full 50. I think, and I will test this out as well, I do believe that the Phoenix team can potentially work with a 1-to-1. I think perhaps the issue is because this is a 2-to-1 and we have increased speed and stuff like that up. Okay, so final damage is 75.2 million. And our biggest damage was in fact razelvarg, 25.5 mil. Okay, so Wheel of Factions, Skinwalkers with 75 million. That vaults him all the way up into third place by a solid margin, putting them almost 23 million ahead of the Dark Elves and still 23 million behind Shadowkin faction. 25 million you can see is definitely above average for razelvarg, but not crazy. Fayne did a ton. Ragash did more than I expected. Hakkorhn did a little bit, and gelleus did 10. So let me show you the builds super quickly. I'm happily surprised with razelvarg, or not with razelvarg. I knew razelvarg was great. Happily surprised with gelleus, but that's also a +1 3-star awakened mythical, so take that with a grain of salt. He's built with 6,500 defense, 231 speed, full crit rate, 292 on the crit damage. razelvarg, 242 speed, 7,600 attack, 320 on the crit damage. Ragash, 7,200 defense, 232 speed, full crit rate, 273 on the crit damage. Hakkorhn had 9-piece protection because he places 1 buff here and 1 buff here. I thought that was enough because he's not going to hit super hard. Did build him with full crit rate, 85k HP, 143 on the crit damage. I do think that protection set helps because it's just, even if it's just 5% damage for each buff he's placing, that helps when you have hard hitters. Fayne, just under 9,000 attack. She can build very well. 2,500 defense is why she's so squishy. 310 on the crit damage, 246 on the accuracy. I neglected to put relics on any of them. Zero of the 5 champions had relics, so we potentially could have gone higher, but I don't think it would have put them ahead of the Shadowkin, so I'm not too fussed about it. Again, this video took several hours and 4 mythical books to complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a lot of fun, but it is grueling on my part. So I appreciate the support. If you do like the videos, please subscribe to the channel for more daily raid content, and I will see you guys on the next one.